Once you have gathered all these documents, your application is ready. We will now cover how to submit it to USCIS and what to expect after it has been submitted. Before you submit your online application and pay the fee on MyUSCIS, we recommend that you have it reviewed by an ISSO advisor. You will download the View Draft Snapshot of your application from your MyUSCIS account and upload this and other application materials to the STEM OPT application online review form at the bottom of the optional practical training STEM OPT checklist in SciStart. An advisor will review your application and provide feedback within 2 business days. After your application is reviewed, you will want to make any necessary adjustments to your application. Then confirm that you have read and understood the application. You will then be prompted to certify the application and finally submit your application, then pay the application fee. Once you submit your application on MyUSCIS, you will be able to download an electronic PDF receipt notice of your application from MyUSCIS account dashboard. Additionally, you will receive a paper receipt notice in the mail within 2 to 4 weeks of submitting your application online. You will be able to track your case through your MyUSCIS account. The portal will often say that your application may take 6 to 12 months, but this is often incorrect. Your applications are processed in 2 to 5 months depending on the time of the year. Please also be aware that your case status may not change for 2 to 3 months as they are processing your application. USCIS will send a paper I-797 receipt notice to the mailing address you listed on your application. The receipt will show your receipt number and the received date. The received date will be the initial date that USCIS began to process your application. If you listed ISSO as the mailing address on your STEM extension application, ISSO will receive the paper receipt notice and will email you a scanned copy of your I-797 once we receive it. If you did not list ISSO as your mailing address, please upload a copy of your receipt notice to SciStart using the Immigration Document Upload e-form. As long as your STEM OPT application was timely and properly filed, you will remain in legal F1 status while the application is pending. Once the initial OPT period expires on your EAD card, your work authorization is automatically extended for 180 days while your application is pending. You can use the receipt notice to complete the Form I-9 with your employer. Once your application has been approved, your EAD card will be mailed to the address listed in your application. If you moved while your OPT application was processing, you will need to submit a change of address request with USCIS. If you listed ISSO as your mailing address, you will receive an email as soon as it has been received, with instructions on how to collect it or have it shipped to you. Please be aware that it can take 1 to 2 weeks for your EAD card to be produced and shipped after it has been approved. If more than 10 days have passed since your USCIS case status indicated that your EAD card had been delivered, check the tracking number that was emailed to you to check its location. You may also send an email to isso@iastate.edu or call 515-294-1120 for more assistance. Here's an overview of the 24-month STEM OPT extension application process. While on your initial OPT period, you will want to confirm that you are eligible for a STEM OPT extension by checking that you hold a STEM eligible degree and that your company is enrolled in E-Verify. If you are eligible, you will begin the optional practical training STEM extension checklist in SciStart. In the checklist, you will review the training modules and submit the STEM OPT extension recommendation I-20 form, where you will upload the I-983 form you completed with your employer. After ISSO has reviewed your STEM OPT I-20, you will gather the required application materials, collect your I-20 from ISSO, and begin completing your application in your MyUSCIS account. It is then recommended that you submit your application materials to ISSO for review and then submit your final application to USCIS. You will then receive your receipt notice and wait for approval and receive your STEM OPT EAD card.